Lunch, howdy do, buckaroos. How the heck are you? You know who I am. Doing something a little bit different here. I picked this up over the weekend. I made a pretty good dent in it already. Kind of wish I'd have bought two of them. It was on sale, man. It was my only excuse. It was clearance, actually, to be more specific, for only $10.99, if you can believe it. Uh, Copper and Kings American Brandy Company. The history of lovers distilled gin with rose, hibiscus, strawberry, and honey. I'm guessing because it says that it probably was distributed right around or before Valentine's Day, so they probably had it for a while. But it's gin. I'm not worried about it going bad on me. But I don't drink a lot of gin, which is kind of why I only bought the one bottle. But it is very interesting, very botanical. It's not as sweet as some of those descriptors might lead you to believe, but in this capacity, I'm having a dirty martini. Kept it very simple. Just 3 ounces of the gin with a half ounce of olive juice with the almond stuffed olives. Now you can add dry vermouth if you would like, but you don't have to in a dirty martini. You can. It's really up to your discretion. I chose not to. Mm. We're sort of between summer and fall here in the Ozarks. It's been warm most of the week. Even though it got cool over last weekend, it warmed back up during the week, and today it is back down to about, I think it's the high 70s. So it's perfect fall, or, early fall or late summer weather, depending on your point of view. So I thought I'd come out to my pub area, my garage, my little sanctuary here, my little safe space. My wife can't mess with me when I'm in the pub. Anyway, it's my safe space, man. We all should have one. Nothing wrong with a safe space. We all gotta have a spot that keeps the assholes out, right? Just keep this is a no asshole zone. Keep it moving. This is a red hat free zone. Keep your ignorance moving. Don't stop by here. Uh, oh, that's delicious, man. It really is. That's good. Gosh, I am kind of upset with myself though, because they had the Copper and Kings. They had this. I had this brandy, 100 at 104 proof. This gin is at 90 proof. I'm not sure if I read that, but let me show you that label. The brandy was at 104 proof, and I bought 2 bottles of it because I'm more likely to be drinking brandy than gin. But I wish I had bought 3 bottles of the brandy and 2 bottles of the gin, because man, man, this stuff is good, and I know I'm never going to see bargains like that again. Steelville is about 2.5 hours from Springfield, but there are products out that way that we don't get here in Springfield for whatever reason. And holy biscuits, this stuff is good. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of gin or vodka, but every once in a while a martini sounds good. It's one of those kind of, take the edge off kind of cocktails, right? A Manhattan or an old fashioned are perfect digestives. You can have it as an aperitif if you like, but they're really meant to be digestives, which means after dinner. They're that after dinner drink to wind you down. But this is that cocktail after work to take the edge off, right? That's what the gin and vodka martini is good for. Just take that edge off right away. Why do you think they have 3 martini lunches? Or they did back in the 70s anyway. Yeah, because they're fucking stressed. So they pound 3 martinis and go back to work and don't sweat it the rest of the day. I'm a man at a time. I should have been. I was born about a decade too late, man. I was built for that era, man. I was built for that time, man. I really was. Oh. Got off work just a tad early today. Now the work week is over. wasn't a rough week, but that first week, I didn't have a vacation, but I had 3 days out. I always had 3, but we went away for the weekend. How about that? It was 3 vacation days, right? So yeah, that first week back, man, it was like walking underwater all week. So, oh my God, I gotta get through the week, man. Try not to sweat the little shit. Try to relax. Just get through the week. Don't let some putts ruin your day, Tom. Keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Don't let them ruin your day. Try to get things organized here. Oh. It's not a drink I want to power through, but because I'm doing a video, I'll probably drink it quicker than usual. Yeah, but this is a cocktail because, again, I've got 3 ounces of the gin in here. Yeah, I mean, if I were just relaxing inside, talking to the wife, it would probably take me about 30 minutes to get through it. Because I wouldn't be really concentrating on it, right? I'd be having a drink, be talking or watching something, and it would just be there to pick up and have a drink every once in a while. Oh. Had a nice little farmer's market up there. We picked up some things, and then when we got back, our daughter had given us some stuff as well. So I'm trying to work through some things. I did pick up some. So in Steelville, they had this butcher shop called the Singing Butcher. They weren't singing at the time, but I am told that they do from time to time. Anyway, they had these bacon brisket patties, about so big, probably about a 1/4 pound each, maybe close to a third, probably. Anyway, so I bought 2. I took one of them, and I broke it up and browned it and put some rice in. I'm using it as a filling for some stuffed peppers tonight. So we got some good bells. So I'll make dinner, do stuffed peppers for dinner. Haven't done them in a while, but my wife said she'd been thinking about it. So I said, well, I'll make some stuffed peppers since we got those big bells. But I wanted to use that bacon, right? The brisket bacon patty, because I wanted that extra flavor from both the brisket and that bacon. I had that little extra layer of smoky and salty, I guess, maybe. So I'll post pictures later of those. But and I got everything ready first, right? I got the filling is done in there. So I got all that ready before I came out here and had a cocktail. Got that sucker, boy. He didn't see it coming. Like that old joke, the last thing to go through a bug's mind when he hits your windshield is asshole. Anyways, I digress. Oh, we got that little bastard. No, so I lost my train of thought there, but yeah, we're gonna do some stuffed peppers for there. But like I said, I got everything ready. So I'm gonna do chili tomorrow. So I like to do a 3-bean chili, because I like different textures, And I had some black beans, some red beans, and some cranberry beans. If you haven't seen cranberry beans, they're a little bit meatier than a pinto. They look very similar to an Appaloosa bean if you've had those before. They've got a little more texture, a little meatier than your pinto. So anyway, but I got one of those brisket patties left, so I'm going to use that along with some regular ground beef and some ground pork. So I got a 3-bean, 3-meat chili we'll do tomorrow, because we're going to have the grandkids tomorrow after school. We'll have them for a sleepover, so that'll be nice. But I want to get the beans on soaking now. Get all my prep done, everything I have. The only thing I've got to do now is scoop the filling into the peppers and put them in the oven. So get that out of the way so I can come out and have a cocktail or two with you. So you do taste those extra flavors, right? Subtle. The rose, the hibiscus, little bit of that strawberry, a little bit of that honey, but I would love to taste just that base gin, because it is a very spicy gin, very spicy, very botanical, but yeah, there's a lot of spice, so those extra sweet notes really kind of balance her a little bit. And you do just feel a hint of that tart strawberry as well. Use whatever olives you like. I mean, I've been known to use whatever. I love blue cheese stuff. I love your traditional pimento stuff. These happen to be olive stuff. I do like an olive stuff though. They're kind of my all-purpose olive, right? Uh, I like to use these, oddly enough, and some of you are going to think I'm crazy, when I make my tapenade. I use some black olives, some kalamata, but I will also add some of these in there. Sometimes I've also added, and don't tell anybody, but sometimes I've used the blue cheese stuffed olives, and I've said don't tell because my daughter doesn't like green olives, and she doesn't like blue cheese, but she will eat this. You don't tell them. It just adds a little extra. It adds that little something, that little extra salt content, you know. But anyway, yeah, when I make my tapenade, because again, you got the green olives, but you've got the almond in there, you know. It really makes a beautiful tapenade. Speaking of tapenade, segue. Speaking of tapenade, when we went to the first stop we hit was Peaceful Bend Winery, and we had this. And their house-made hummus and tapenade that was just brilliant, man. It was absolutely gorgeous. We had such a nice time it was, because typically I'm going to breweries on my own because my wife doesn't dig that, or a distillery or something, and she's going to thrift stores and stuff on her own. And we did a lot of stuff together this time. Hitting those wineries together was nice. The one they had this deal called a bucket where you can buy a bottle of wine, some sausage and cheese for a specific price, and go out and sit on their deck, you know. And that was just brilliant. That was just a lot of, because we just relaxed. We weren't in any hurry because we were on. It was a vacation day, so we just sat out there, relaxed, drank some wine, had some sausage and cheese. I mean, it was freaking brilliant, man. That was Prairie Barn Winery and Christmas Tree Farm. That place was probably our favorite just because of the atmosphere, you know. And we had nothing to do, so it was just relaxful. Is that a word, relaxful? It was relaxing. Just making up words now. Anyways, this is one of the glasses my wife found at a thrift store in St. James. They're probably not designed to be martini glasses. I think it's probably dessert cup, in all honesty. But I find it works well. I find it serves a purpose as both a martini glass, and I like using it for my my Manhattans and old fashions as well. Now, if I have another glass though that I would use if I want to do my old fashioned on the rocks. But for these, I've been doing it straight up because it's perfect anyway. Mm. Damn if that isn't brilliant. I am Tom. We're going to skip to the end and say all around good guy. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.